Welcome to the Oracle Mobile Application Framework YouTube channel. In this episode, we're going to focus on reuse, and specifically how you can reuse features across different applications. Now let's consider the following problem. Well, it's really not such a problem. Your adoption of Oracle MAF has been excellent, and you've developed a number of separate applications, including a project management application to help your project managers get an overview of their project, as well as a separate application for the engineers in the field to retrieve a work list of all the tasks they need to complete. As you can see, each MAF application is made up of a number of features for that particular application. Yet across the applications, we note that there are some common features. Both applications have a feature to show the project managers and the engineers their current task, as well as notifications feature to share project updates. So ultimately, across the two applications, we have 10 features, not 12. Yet because we have two common features, task and notifications, does this mean we have to build them twice, once for each application? Well, Oracle's MAF solves this problem by allowing application developers to create an application that contains only common features. These features are then deployed to something called a feature archive, or FAR. Other applications can then include that archive and eventually deploy it along with their application features to actual mobile devices. So within the project in which you've developed a feature, usually the View project, you can package that feature along with any supporting files or artifacts it needs, like icons, connections, or code associated with that feature. Then in a different application, you can consume that archive reference and reference the feature so that it can be used just like a locally defined feature. So let's take a quick look at how this looks in OEPE. So here you can see we are in OEPE and we have an application called Common Features, which includes the three standard projects: Common Features Application, and Common Features View. This is where we built our common application features. In the Common Features View project, we see that we have defined two features, the Task feature and the Notifications feature. The Task feature points to an AMX page, whereas the Notification feature points to a remote URL. We're using notifications as a remote URL just to show how OEPE treats a connection from a feature archive. We can also see that the Task feature needs access to contacts on the device for the feature to work. Okay, so let's take those features and put them into feature archive.jar file so that we can use them in other applications. So select File, Export, Oracle, Mobile Application Framework, Mobile Feature Archive, FAR, and click Next. The project selected should be the View project since it contains the features we want to archive. We'll select where we want to save the file and name it Common Features FAR.jar. We'll also make sure to include the connection details. I'll close any open tabs and switch working sets to see the application where I want to consume those common features. I'll open the MAF application editor and add a feature archive. For the URI, I select an external file because it's a jar, not an Eclipse workspace, and point to the file we just created. Notice that the name is now populated from the file. When we expand Common Features FAR1, you can see the features that are now available along with the connection from the archive. We can now register those two features with the application using the Browse button. I'll select both features and click OK. Now I'll look at the connections and see that there is one new connection named Oracle. To import that connection into my application, I select it, then I click the light bulb icon to import the connection. After the features from the archive are registered, you can check the device access to see if any of them need to be granted access. Of course, because the task page requires access to contacts, that requirement shows in the device access panel. I'll select it to grant access to the feature. Your application now has complete access to all the features and connections defined in the Common Features application. So in this episode, you've seen how you can reuse features by packaging them into a library or feature archive and consuming that archive within a new application. Thanks for watching this Mobile Application Framework video, and make sure to look for other episodes on this channel.